Over the weekend, Nikon just registered another camera, this time in China, model number N2318. And for those of you keeping count, that's the third Nikon camera registered, with N2216 and N2312 also waiting backstage to be announced very soon. But before we get to the details, please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, helps this channel grow, and keeps you up to date on the latest camera coverage. The likely candidates are a refresh of the Z50, Coolpix P1000, and the Nikon Z7. And since the announcement of the Nikon Z6 Mark III, rumors about the Nikon Z7 Mark III abound, with some sources or some rumors suggesting that the camera might even have a resolution of 88 megapixels. This is significantly higher than its predecessor of around 45 megapixels, and considerably higher still than Sony's A7R4 and the A7R5. But we'll just have to wait and see. From what we're hearing from the chatter on the internet is that we probably shouldn't trust these supposed leaks of specifications for the Nikon Z7 Mark III. We'll get to that in just a moment. But according to Nikon rumors, my expert opinion, if the Nikon Z7 Mark III is coming, I'm not aware of it. So if we're not getting the Nikon Z7 Mark III, alongside the Coolpix P1000 and the Z50, what other camera could we expect to see? Well, you won't be surprised to hear the Z50, or sorry, the Z5, a refresh of that camera. But that's really it. We don't have any other specifications. We don't have any other chatter, nothing on any of these cameras. But this week there is one announcement that's coming that is, well, getting an awful lot of attention from Canon rumors, from this channel, from pretty well every other site on the internet, because Canon has already come out and said that they have a big announcement coming on July the 17th at 6 a.m. in the morning Eastern Daylight Time. That's Toronto and New York time. And Canon will be making a very big announcement. Sources at Canon Rumors and this channel have received information stating that Canon will be announcing the Canon EOS R1 and also a refresh of the R5 in the R5 Mark II. Now, while we don't have a 100% guarantee as to all the products that are going to be announced at this July 17th event early in the morning, we are going to be covering the announcement live. In fact, we're going to start 1 hour before the announcement. We're going to provide full coverage with our expert panel. We're going to be asking questions at that time, 1 hour before the announcement at 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern Daylight Time. And yes, there should be some daylight at that time in the morning. It's summer here, so it doesn't. The sun gets up sometime around 4:45 in the morning, or at least there's twilight at around 4:45, and a lot of times it doesn't even get dark till around 10 o'clock at night. But back to the live stream coverage. We're going to have photographers and videographers, professional photographers and videographers that are very interested in both of these two cameras, the R1 and the R5 Mark II, other accessories and lenses. And we're going to provide our expert opinion as to what we're expecting, what we would like to see, and what we would do if we were the head of Canon. And not only that, we're also going to be covering the event live. And I'm pretty excited by this because from everything I hear and see, we're going to have some pretty big announcements, and I'm really looking forward to that. And that's one of the reasons why you'll notice that for part of this video, a good part of this video, I've had the smart pre-order links and the pre-order links for the Canon EOS R1 and the R5. Now, for the R1, we already have a page available. It's a notify me page, which will very quickly turn into the pre-order. So it's the exact same page. So copy down this bookmark right here, or sorry, not bookmark. Copy down this link, put it in your bookmarks. I also have them in the description down below. And we have the smart pre-order links for the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. Now at this point, we don't have a pre-order page with a notify me button at B&H or Adorama like we do with the R1. But according to an awful lot of sources, again at Canon Rumors and this channel, it's indicating that we are getting a refresh of the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, and it's supposed to be shipping sometime in August or September. So we're just about 3 days away, 2 days away from actually having this announcement. So it's really exciting. So if you're going to be up by the time I do this announcement at 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern Daylight Time, then join me in our panel of guests. I've got about 4 or 5 guests. This is getting an awful lot of attention. So join me, and then we're going to cover the announcement live, and hopefully we've got something for everybody, and that all the rumors, all the information from all the sources are correct, that we will be getting the R1 and the R5 Mark II. Now, Canon certainly teased us to indicate the R1 is coming soon, but they haven't teased us in any way whatsoever about the R5, although this from Canon UK and Ireland indicates that they are providing some significant updates to the EOS R system. And no, this is not meant to indicate that the EOS R Mark II is coming out. I know, they can be a little bit cryptic at times, so we'll know in just a few days, and I'm pretty excited by this. And I want to say a special thanks to all of you watching to the end of this video. Thank you so much. There are still an awful lot of sales on Canon and Nikon gear at this point. Not really so much about Sony and Panasonic. But if you're just looking at the R1 and the R5 Mark II as, well, kind of like when we were kids and we'd put Ferraris on our wall, never expecting that we could own a Ferrari or Countach, but just something to kind of aspire to dream towards. But if you want something a lot more affordable, Canon and Nikon have a huge amount of sales on right now, from even the Canon EOS R5, the Mark I at $29.99, all the way down to the R50 at $50 to $100 off. And Nikon has a whole bunch of sales on. The Nikon Z8 is on sale, the Z7 Mark II, the Z6 Mark II. Actually, I wonder if they've removed that since the announcement of the Z6 Mark III. It's because I'm recording this on Sunday, and usually on Monday morning they change up the sales. So I did check the sales, but I'm wondering by the time you're watching this, will we still have the Nikon Z6 Mark II on sale, available for sale? Well, we'll just have to find out. You'll probably know before me. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you again soon. But don't forget to tune in on July the 17th at 5 o'clock in the morning for my live coverage of Canon's big announcement.